So we will be sure to echo when we will be going back to green. Other than that, the wave round will still occur. That is kind of implied, so that will still be taking place. A couple other things related to penalties from the previous week. We have two drivers sitting out tonight. That is Eric Height and Zach Hill due to accidents last week. And one driver will be going to the rear. That is Stephen Taylor. One other thing that I do want to quickly mention is we would like to see, this doesn't really apply tonight, but in moving forward, if you're staying out with damage late in the race and an accident occurs because guys have to move out of the way because you stayed out late with damage late in the race, be prepared for some sort of penalty because we're not going to tolerate that. Gateway last week, I get Gateway was a difficult track for a lot of you guys, but that was kind of ridiculous near the end with the amount of damaged cars trying to just tank the bottom lane there late in the going. So we would like to see that end. So be warned, when we go to Dover in 2 weeks' time, I don't want to see that late in the going. My fellow admins tonight, Brett Black in the 4, Mike Husby in the 6, I'm in the 5, dial down across on the name pad or the numpad if you need anything. I'll go ahead and throw it over to them. If they have anything else they would like to add, I think, Brett, there's a pretty good topic to talk about the pit road exit here.
Pit exit, you just get on the track right out of the pits. You don't have to take the bike lane. But for those on track during pit cycles, it's probably best to stay to the middle of the front stretch until you pass that. And I hope you guys exiting the pits stay close to the rumble strip, and we shouldn't have any issues. Other than that, I don't really have anything. The trucks are back next Tuesday at Eldora. I'll get the format and some other special rules or whatever for that tweeted out sometime today, tomorrow, or Friday.
Only real thing I've got is obviously this track is very grassy, so try and keep it on the track, and if not, watch out for guys coming back on the track. Other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's have a good, clean race.
Yep, like we were saying, the trucks are at Eldora on Tuesday night. If you're not ready to leave, I was just about to mention, Julian just mentioned it in our club chat, the V8 TCC, if you're not sick of Australia yet, we're in Bathurst on Monday with the V8s. If you want to come on out for that, that's going to be one of their enduro rounds, I believe. All right, now what we've all been waiting for, the random caution will be on lap 20. Lap 20 will be the random caution. So the caution will come out when the leader hits lap 20, 19 into 20. So the caution will come out then. The yellow will come out. Pit road will open. We will extend the caution 1, A, singular, uno, solo, whatever number you want to go with, one time, and we will give the wave around when the pit road opens for the lead lap cars. Other than that, any questions, now would be a good time. We will be running out qualifying, the 10 minutes in qualifying. If you get a black flag in qualifying or before practice end, let me know, please, because you might not be able to grid.
Do we get a reset or no?
No resets.
Devil.
Also, real quick, I know I quickly mentioned it. We are off in this series next week. It is our first off week for the Train Paints Cup Series. We're back in 2 weeks' time at Dover, so stay tuned for that. And we've had 5 different winners in 5 races so far this season. Can we make it 6 for 6? We'll have to see tonight.
I'm like screaming right now because my dashboard doesn't want to connect. was the question? Gotta take my sweatshirt off. Is this 10? It's 10 minutes qualifying, right? What happened? Track was down all of a sudden?
I have a question.
Oh, B Ward got the lap that I've been trying to get for like an hour.
Yes, Joseph.
So in regards to pit road procedure, I'm just really curious what's going to constitute a penalty in the event of if men are over the wall too soon since there is no wall. Thank you.
Thanks, Joseph. All right, everybody. Good luck in qualifying. You get 2 laps. We will run out all 10 minutes. I will unmute chat with about 8 minutes remaining, or 8 minutes left. 8 minutes complete. That's the word I'm looking for. If you have a block. Good luck.
Okay. Audio is live.
Have fun, boys.
Good luck.
Have boys fun.
127.
Boys will travel.
Beat me to it, man.
Yes.
Johnny's gonna run a 126.
95. Track time's down. Good practice.
Is it going down or is it going up?
It was 98, I think, at the end of practice. Now it's 95. So.
It was 91 earlier.
Yeah. Started a lot higher, or a lot lower. Wow.
I think I'm just gonna start in the back. Not die.
I think we're going to get, if we don't get big junk in the first corner, turn 3 is going to have big junk. That's my prediction.
Everybody's gonna be running off, come back on.
Well, I think it could be too easy for the guy on the inside on turn 1 to like wash a little bit and hook the guy in the outside,
Or,
like right across the track.
I'm thinking like the start at the V8s in our heat race where like we all overdrove turn 1 and went wide and pushed everyone into the grass.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just gonna start in the back. Try and complete every lap in the race.
Good plan.
That's your plan too, right?
Well,
Sound microphone muted.
Alright, let's do this. Wow. I can't restart either. Start finish line is after. Fuck.
Sound microphone activated.
Boy, I fucked up.
I wheel hopped into that turn 3 and about spun out.
Okay,
I lost
I
that
take it
spot
back.
there.
Take it back. Sorry.
Oh, there.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I spun out on my first lap, but I didn't. I almost reset, which would have ended my qualifying run, because start finish line's after pit road exit, right?
Yep. No,
You sure?
pretty sure.
It is. It is after pit road exit. That would have been bad. That would have been really bad. I was like, I didn't want to Talladega it again, but not great, but it's better than what nothing would have been.
Fucking Johnny, I
That would've
fucked
been
it up.
hilarious. That's typical.
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna be fast. I hate this track.
I
I
did,
won.
but I did what I did literally all week again in qualifying.
And what did Ward do?
Wait. We need to be quiet for Servon.
Sorry, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom while I got 4 minutes. I'm gonna take advantage of this extra time. God.
Of course, I'd be in the top 10.
If it means anything.
La 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 la.
Hello.
My last
Dave, can you try
3
carrying
wins
a
have come
black
with an
flag for
injury,
me? I don't think I
so
have
maybe
one.
it's a lucky thing.
Yo, same.
Yeah, I don't
Only
have
probably
one
not
either.
you. Not you, bad. What happened? What happened? What's wrong? What happened?
Thank you.
No.
Julian.
Oh no, I'm just saying that to Hess because he's running with that back.
Oh. Yeah,
I missed
Hess,
it.
go race, Hess. 7th place is not bad.
I left a
Yes.
half second out there by about spinning out.
Yes,
Okay.
what if you could actually win this race if you finished it?
Actually, I won the K&N race at this track last season with a broken thumb.
Yeah, I've already done 2 races on it.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Anybody racing that has EOL this week? Phil Clark, right?
Yes.
Taylor.
Steven Taylor.
So you guys got to be careful.
I think we have to do a whole pace lap.
I'm starting from the pits. I'm not even gonna bother. Run a couple laps. Hope there's a big wad and park it. I don't think any park it.
Chris, why didn't you show up?
Yeah. Hyatt maybe.
Think Turbo's gonna part?
I mean, if he goes off track, he will.
Anybody near black flag cleared? You got 15 seconds to let me know.
Johnny, when you go to lap me, just let me know.
No one's got any.
I'll be taking
faith
it
in
easy.
themselves.
Talking to you, Dale. Yo, we gonna play that game, Johnny, or what?
Yeah, man.
What game?
The new game came out Tuesday. It's called Satisfactory.
Well, it came out yesterday, right? You just said?
They were advertising on Twitter for it like crazy.
It's off the Epic launcher.
Did they? Oh, never mind. I got really excited for a second because I thought they added a wing to the Porsche, but then I realized that that's the rough.
Oh, I'm gonna make you guys sit here for a minute and a half because I'm not grading.
Well, it's good for me
Isn't that
because
rough?
I'm not grading it. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my shit.
Some of these people aren't even gonna know what that song is.
Your
though, 'cause
recorder
they're too
skills
young.
are getting really good. I thought we were gonna get the NASCAR and TNT theme because it's Australia and that's ACDC.
I really want to do the intro on the recorder. I got to learn that one.
I'm thinking.
I actually really like this Wilson security look.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. For sure. I hope that I don't get rear-ended by a Todd Tucker when I stall even the...
I mean by Colin McRae.
Oh yeah, Colin McRae, yeah. Marlon Mc...
How you gonna stall?
Because I suck at driving
Fever
off
win,
the
everybody.
Good luck, guys. Have fun on the pace lab.
Australia. Yeah, I like that.
What happened to B Ward? Did he not qualify well?
He ran a 147, so I'm
Yeah, I don't know
assuming
what that
he
is.
must have spun or something. Or maybe he reset and didn't know, like Checker did, maybe.
Deckard almost did.
If you spin over this track, you're definitely getting a 1X.
I am pulling over to the left up here for my EOL.
They'll say starting on pit road is worse than an EOL.
Yes.
I think that should be the penalty.
Yeah, because then you're already behind traffic.
Correct.
Well, you don't get
10 seconds.
Yeah, you don't get...
Oh, that's weird. It's like crab walking.
You don't get released from your pit stall for a couple seconds after
Right.
people leave.
Yeah, especially if you qualified in the back or you're in the back, whatever it is.
Yeah, well then you have to drive all the way down the pits too, but I mean, like, you don't get released from your pit stall as soon as the green flag comes out. It's like 5 seconds or whatever.
What the
and
hell?
then you get to drive away.
I go focus on leader, and it puts me on Brett Black.
Congrats on leading the race, Brett Black.
Thank you.
Yeah, for some reason, Accurate doesn't show up.
He is
Awesome.
freaky fast.
Good
He's
replay.
a hacker.
What the hell? Oh, I wonder if it's some stupid glitch where, because I'm only drawing like 20 cars on the racetrack, because
Was
I'm
there
in the
anyone
back.
ahead of him?
Yeah, he's an 11th. So
Yeah,
the
but
whole
I mean,
top
can
half
you
of the
see
field
the-
I can't see.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you
That's
go.
funny.
Probably so confused.
Are we gonna restart in first or second? I realized I was driving around here in first the whole time.
I know. Definitely pit road is speed is first.
Question. I can go whenever, right?
Yeah. I mean, the leader has to lead the first lap, so it doesn't matter.
I mean,
What's that?
you're leading the series all the time. You don't know?
No, I don't. I forget every day. It's,
Every day of my life.
and if I ask, I
There
get
we go.
totally roasted because everybody's gonna think, oh, look, you're showing off because blah blah blah.
Just do you,
I'm
man.
gonna go in first, but I'm gonna be wary of
Jim's
the
throwing mud monkeys at me.
No.
Pretty sure
They're
it's
mud
leader's
kangaroos
discretion,
in
John.
Australia.
Yeah, totally.
Mud marsupials, if you will.
Joey, how did it feel to be at home here?
Shut up.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
I hope he punches him.
I don't get it. Because we're on Long Island?
Baby kangaroo.
Oh,
Let me know when you're in the
We
last
know
turn.
Oh,
I'll
no,
let my
good
car know.
luck.
we're in the
We're
last
off
turn.
the track. Base car in.
Gotta make sure my engine's started.
Good luck.
Yeah. Everybody wants to go.
Everybody's super scared.
Yeah, we're real stacked up here at the beginning.
Uh-oh. God damn it. S, you didn't see that?
No, I'm just coming around turn 1.
Exactly. Oh no.
Or turn 2.
Hey guys.
Oh my god, we were so slow in there.
98 track 10.
You got a slow car here, you got a slow car there.
I've already caught the back of the field.
Yeah, because we're mad slow. I almost just punted like 3 guys going into the hairpin. I had to take the
Do
grass.
it.
I went off
Do it.
track.
I don't think I got a 1x for that though. We were probably 3 wide going into the hairpin. I had 2 tires on the grass.
Hate this. You gonna run a few more laps, Gus?
I'll probably run 5. Hope for a wreck.
Should probably be on lap 6.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take care of him now for you.
I think Steve's parking it. He's not on my relative anymore.
Steve Park.
Oh.
Got one in the grass.
Go rile some people up.
Have fun on the right here.
But now Steve's back on my relative. Oh, it's probably because my drawing beat
I
again.
punted Jim.
Nice.
Sorry, Jim.
But you're not sorry.
He's pissed.
Oh, going well.
Cody missed the turn.
He's crying instead.
Sorry, I saw him, and I wanted to make sure he didn't kill me.
Thank you, Tucker.
Oh no. Herb.
I saw him put that right rear off too.
I did too. I thought he was gone. He just
Deceptively slow.
I don't know. I felt like I even braked early and I still fucking ran right into the back of him.
Where'd you hit him?
Going into the hairpin.
Alright, I should have gave you the left.
But it's like I
I'll
felt
let-
like I was like off the throttle like almost all the way through that
Yep, there's the McCorkle disconnect.
left-hander. Like I feel like we were on the brakes like as soon as we left that left-hander and I almost just punted John Long from like 100 feet back because I'm the only person that knows how to brake, I guess.
I thought you're the only one who doesn't know how to brake.
Well, I can make the corner going that deep is the thing.
Oh. Yeah. That's fair.
That was the only place I was really like gaining on anybody in practice was in that brake zone. Really not quick anywhere else.
Almost killed Cody that one time in that zone.
Oh.
And now I have front end damage, so I'm fucking slow all the way down the straightaway.
Kick Jim's ass.
You have it going into 1 year ahead.
You guys still in second gear coming out of that last turn?
Nope, I'm in third.
Third. I don't think I was ever in second. I think I've been keeping in third all night, but maybe that's why I was slow.
I didn't know anybody was ever in second.
I was, but that's probably why I'm
Skip it.
slow.
Let's go first to third. reached the gaggle that is Phil Clark.
Send him. Yes, when you park it, see how much gas you have.
I can tell you how much gas you need. 31 gallons from here. Yeah. Whoa! Like that.
I wish I knew where the traffic was.
Park house?
Not yet. I'm gonna keep putting pressure on people until I see if I can get someone to wreck. I'd like to see one more person drop out. Or I just punt harm here.
Do it. You're right.
Pretty sure turbo.
Thank you.
I'll probably park this lap since I got a gap.
Right?
Oh, Husby and Long are both back here.
Yeah, well, they went in the grass, and now I just went in the grass. Yeah, because we're like...
Long just about spun out. Took 2 people out.
Yeah, everybody just keeps stacking each other up, and then going off in the corner. My car is fucking junked now after I hit
He just
the gym.
disconnected.
Alt F4.
Yeah. Holy crap, Staller. Oh, that's the wrong.
That was me. Yeah, my car is fucking junked. It doesn't turn. It doesn't have any straight line speed.
Are you gonna park it?
No.
Damn it. You want help?
Someone's
Thinking.
Someone's gotta finish every lap. Considering I missed Chicago already, it doesn't really matter unless I win, so.
Trying to make it to the first pit stop. I think that was too early.
I just got 5 to go.
Right.
Yeah, 5.5 laps.
Yeah, but I'm not going 5.5 laps. I'm like pitting in on 10.
Thinking 13.
I thought about.
Oh no, 11.
At first I thought maybe we could make 15 laps on the tank, but no way. So I was gonna put in on 5, but it's like, yeah, it's like
15.
probably like.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Johnny, what lap times you running?
I ran it with 31 last lap. Had 2 lap cars.
You're 2.5 seconds still faster than me in open space. I'm at least close to the matching if I'm going through traffic with you.
Julian, you okay? What happened?
Yeah, I'm fucking great.
Uh-oh.
Ultimate fuel save.
Microphone muted.
Ultimate fuel save. Just turn it off down the straight.
Microphone activated.
Bidding.
Getting out.
I think Parham parked at Hess. I'm hoping. Gonna try and pressure Husby and see if I can get him to make a mistake before coming in.
He's definitely already made a couple mistakes.
Alright, fellas, it was a...
Hitting?
Yeah, he is.
Fuck
It's
you.
Pit strategy
Okay.
time.
Long's pit, too.
Yeah, me too. I should have put it earlier, I guess.
It was a good fight, boys. Had fun.
Goodbye, Hess.
Feel
Have a
better.
Good night. Feel better.
Johnny will win for you.
That's not guaranteed. What's pit speed?
45.
Turbo has not disconnected. Cody and Steve are the only 2.
Parham still in pits?
Yes.
What's pit speed again?
45.
45. I don't know how I didn't speed there because I was doing like 60 when I crossed.
John Long disconnected.
Go.
Oh.
I'm back.
I'm back and do 1 lap.
Your pit stall's ahead of him. Might
User
be ahead of him
disconnected
anyway.
from your channel.
And Steve's back.
Yeah, because they probably told him 2 people left. Come back.
Night. to fuel save for absolutely no reason.
Bring up.
54 pitting in. Pitting out.
I'll miss your pit box.
Pitting out.
Pitting.
Pitting out.
We don't have to take the long road, right?
No.
Pitting out.
I did
64
anyway.
pitting out.
Lap 20 is a caution.
Yes.
Yep.
The turbo's back out now. Hess is gonna lose that spot.
Pitting out.
Pitting out.
You pits for long?
Yes.
Optional jab.
Like 18 seconds. Man, so maybe some of it is the tires, but man, I don't have anything now. Not that I probably had much in any way, but
I feel like Turbo's trying to launch himself right now.
possible. God damn it, I followed me right into the grass.
Sorry. Trying to get turned back onto the track, let me never hit you.
There is the reality where that pass works, Brett.
Oh no, the turbo's just parked in the grass. Watching the track.
I had the wheel cranked all the way there, but the thing was just not turning. And Husby was trying to get back to the track.
Also, I don't recommend the no tire gamble.
This is just my fucking reality this season.
Fitting out.
he closing pits at a certain lap?
No.
That was the time.
Oh, Steven Turborble just sitting over there.
Thanks.
Go ahead, go.
Those last two turns where I'm losing them.
I was late. Holy fuck.
Made the move coming out of the first corner.
Okay.
You guys will probably be catching Steve soon.
Jeff first.
Phil.
Go left here.
Hey. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
They mess you up?
Yeah, well, I thought he was gonna let me go before the final corner, and then he took the racing line. No big deal. Almost killed him by
Halfway
accident.
caution's coming up anyway.
Yeah.
Racing Wavy Darren.
Who you are?
Yeah. Pulls away and I reel him back in. Oh, off track.
Big time, almost ate it there.
I think some of these guys had to pit twice. And I really wasn't paying attention, but all of a sudden Tony Johns is right in front of me.
Coming out.
Caution's the start at 20, right?
I think so.
I think he was waiting to throw it, huh?
Maybe
Did
he
you have
doesn't
to
know.
call it out?
Exiting.
Was the caution on left 20 or 20?
That's done.
I had a command set up for it for when the leader would cross the start finish line, but the leader pitted when we got to the lap.
Really? So it was waiting on me? Wow.
Yeah.
97 will be pretty fast.
I know where the leader is.
Hey Dave, I'm way ahead of the 97. 10 seconds ahead of him.
Scoring update then. Give me a minute.
Our pace car is just coming out of pits.
Yeah, we gotta go like all the way around pretty much. Like honestly, I wouldn't really even slow down that much if you don't have people in front of you slowing down.
Dave, really, if we were going by the rule with the thing, Jordan passed me like in turn 2.
Well, give me a minute here, please.
Based on.
Give me a minute here, please.
Pace car's in turn 1.
Scoring updated, it is the 13, pretty fast.
Wonder Davey just life.
And we'll get it when pit road opens
Yeah.
and we lap. Stay out.
So does that was the caution supposed to come out when the leader hit the line, and then just came out late? So he did it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think it would still say when the leader hit the line.
Right, but
That's
Checker
unfortunate.
was flagged as the leader for that lap probably, and he was in the pits and didn't cross the start-finish line as the leader. You know what I mean? Like, Erickson passed him on the track, but he was second when he hit the start-finish line, so the command was waiting for Checker
Because really,
to
if the caution came out, is when I crossed the line, I just passed Jeff, or Johnny and I had just passed Jeff before the start-finish line.
Shit, I might not have enough fuel to get to pits.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like when the caution came out, when it should have came out, like when we hit the line.
Jordan should have
You
said
should have
something.
never been a lap down.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
that is correct.
Busby's
Hand it out like candy, Dave.
That's why, if it was up to me, what I would do with
All right,
this...
97 and 13 will both get the wave.
If it was up to me,
So
I would...
You both will get a wave. Do not pit when pit road is open to the caution car, or to the field.
I would do it so that set the command up at the end of lap 20, come into 21.
So do not pit this time.
And then tell everybody that they can't pit on lap 20.
Who's he telling not to pit? Everyone?
Wait, like
No,
those two?
the 97 and the 13.
Jim,
Because if they pit, they won't get the wave.
I need to pit.
Yeah, Dave never even caught the field yet. Pit road is open.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Oh my god.
Pit road is closed.
He's not gonna delay this.
Probably not. Now I have 30 seconds. Well, this isn't 1 to go. This is probably 2 to go.
This is 3 to go.
Okay.
Because they're gonna throw an extra lap.
It's 28.
I'm gonna wait on my damage
I
here.
still need to pit anyway. Time.
This is
Yeah, we still
not
need to
the
pit
one
again.
Go. We will have another pace lap plus 1 thrown, so.
Julian, do you know if Tony and Patrick pitted?
I
don't know.
I think they pitted just before the yellow, I think.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's why I pitted.
I think it was smart to pit under the yellow. If you didn't pit.
Yeah, because now you might have to make another stop.
Well, I think you definitely
You're
still
gonna
have
have
to
to
make
make
one
another
more
stop.
stop, but I think if you stayed out, you probably would have had to make 2 stops. Like, even if you went as long as you could have on fuel in that first stint and pitted and then stayed out in here for track position, I think you still would have needed to pit 2 times.
It's close, we'll see. With that extra caution lap, it's gonna help.
Well, I think we're gonna pit from here no matter what, 1 time.
Yeah,
Right?
no, but I'm saying I came out of the pits and wasted a lot of shit trying to catch the field.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I'm catching the field in 4th. Sure.
You can't do that.
Honestly,
When the
honestly,
leader's,
on
like
road,
halfway on the lap.
yeah. Well, that's why when the yellow comes out on a road course, especially when you know it's a competition yellow, you shouldn't slow down. You should just keep going race pace until you catch the field.
It's really slow down the moment the caution comes in anyway. A lot of the time. I don't know how many times we'll be doing the cup race and there'll be nothing happen in front of us and the caution will come out and the guy like a fucking foot in front of me will just get off the gas. There's like no time to react for it.
Hey, Jeff Carolina.
Yep.
It's
Normally
like at a
pull
super
to the
speedway
left.
when the yellow comes up. When the yellow comes out, if the wreck's not in front of you, you don't lift.
Just catch the pace car.
I mean, I know when I'm in the leader and like the V8s or whatever, and the yellow comes out, I
Okay,
usually
we are not
don't
messing
slow
with
down.
the caution
I just catch the
again.
pace car as fast as I
So
can.
we are done messing with the caution.
Back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
So wait, does this mean we still have this lap and another lap to go around, or?
Yes, this lap, then when we get the 1 to green, that is the actual 1 to green. So
Lights are still on the pace car.
yes.
I think when it comes to the fuel mileage right now, like Julian and I are like on it. It's very close.
Clutching now?
Yes, I'm clutching. I mean, on an oval, you probably wanna like save fuel whenever you can, but definitely on a road course, you're saving fuel whenever you can.
Yeah. See, before the pit stop, I was like shutting the
text and
car off
drive.
at the start finish line,
Whoopsie.
and that was all for naught because I came down pit road with like 0.8 laps left. So
I
would've just kept
knew
going. I wasted all that time.
that was why I waited for lap 10 to pit or whatever. Cause I don't know, I wanted to just go as hard as I could. I bet it's my front end, Cody.
Looks fine.
Yeah, I got all the damage fixed now, so hopefully it's good.
I'll let you and husband buy it, 'cause you guys will probably kill.
Husby has been all over the place from what I've heard, so I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
he
not very
definitely is.
confident or comfortable.
Yeah, he's
That's
been.
what I mean. He's gonna kill me.
He's been going off in the corners a lot. That one time when we hit in the grass was really fucking funny because I followed him off in the hairpin like he went way too deep, and I followed him right into the grass, but he went deeper than I did, so he went really straight, and then I guess was still on the brakes once he was in the grass and made like a hard right to try to get back to the track, but I was like, I wasn't on the brakes in the grass, and I was just trying to go to the right, but I wasn't as like at as sharp of an angle as he was, so he was turning right into me as I was trying to turn right but going straight, kind of, if that makes sense.
And you just pitted.
And he passed everybody to do so.
They've pitted.
I
don't
think
know if that's worth.
I don't think that was right to call.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if that was worth it.
Well, Lindsay would have gotten a black flag for doing it, though, passing everybody, right?
He gave it back before he got to the line.
Yeah, if you get the cone, if you pass people. Yeah, that's true. It's like Homestead.
Still can't make it.
Yeah, you can't make it all
No,
the way.
that's not
You're
the
gonna
thing.
have to
but
make a
it's
stop.
one stop versus two. That's the question.
Well, what was the fuel? Was it 13 or 14 that you could have made? Or 12?
I made 12 laps.
I guess you can make 12, can't you?
Because I have 8.6 down.
Because if you can make it 12, just say...
Heads up, I don't care, but you were blinking.
They're not. Don't shut
I
up.
know that was just me, but you were blinking a bit there, Joe.
You
I
blink
think
it
I
out.
might have caused the 13 to get a black flag because I didn't catch him in time. Did he get that cleared?
I think
you can tell me when we go green.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just me or what, but you were blinking 29 times.
You're welcome, dude.
I know his microphone works, so he can tell me when we go green.
Well, just say 10. If you could go 10 from the restart, that puts you on 35, and then you could go another 10 to the end. So I think you should be okay.
Oh, that was almost as
Oh,
bad
thank
as one of
God.
Tony's dad jokes.
My number finally dropped to one pit
Almost.
stop remaining.
You guys pitted at what? 20?
And they had to catch the pace car.
I've only burned a tenth of a gallon.
How many gallons you got?
8.4.
Yeah, same. How much do you
Well,
guys have?
I had a 7.5, but I wasn't thinking of saving.
Dave, I can't confirm that I have a black flag.
And I've been saving the whole time, pretty much.
Well, I think you only need 10 laps from the restart basically, and you might not even need that. If you could go 12, if you could really go 12, you only need 8 laps from here.
I think we're gonna need about 16 gallons, and that's pretty much one stop.
Yeah.
From here.
It's one stop, and then you'll have like a gallon extra or whatever. 8.7, I think. Yeah, I saw brake smoke.
I forgot what gears I was in for that whole sequence of corners.
I didn't know what I was doing either. Here it was.
Get him, Dave. Get him. Dave's coming in hard, boys. Just passed Husby on the outside. Uh-oh. Fuck. He did. Fuck.
Sorry.
I don't know why shifting down in a braking zone sounds so dangerous. Here it was.
I don't know. I don't understand the question.
I don't know, it sounds like it's wheel hopping. Or like I'm forcing the car to hop.
It could be. It
Doesn't
sounds
feel
like a wheel hop, but it doesn't feel like a wheel hop exactly.
Yeah.
But you'll definitely, in my experience, you'll definitely stop faster if you don't do that. In my experience.
I just don't know how long I gotta wait in the rev range to shift down. You should stop faster. Shift down.
Yeah, engine brake a little bit sometime.
We're still rolling, all good.
What happened to Jordan? Is he cool?
He pitted. That was silly.
Who pitted?
I thought you guys said did Jordan pit?
No, I was wondering where he was. I saw he's in fifth. I believe you are correct, Servo, in your gear analysis.
In my experience in the past, it definitely stops faster when you don't get that like gear shake where it sounds like it's wheel hopping.
I think I'm doing wrong, boys.
Great, now he's even faster.
Just added a second to his case.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not much, but...
I'm not overshooting the damn corner every time.
Parham's car blew up on the road.
That can't happen.
Probably over-revved it.
I don't know, I just see the smoke billowing out of it when we went past. It looks like Erickson's actually holding up people. No, never mind.
Holy shit.
Whoever's behind Julian, I think, is holding up this whole train
It's
from
only-
211th.
I just ran my fastest lap. 31, boys.
Nice.
I cut you off there, or you just lose it under me?
Yeah, I figured.
I lost it.
And Dave's going for that top 15.
He loves Aussie land.
Man, going into
Dave.
the hairpin every time is really scaring me now. Because we're just so bunched up and so stacked up behind Tony back here.
Jesus Christ. What it is, but like fucking halfway through a run, my tires give up on me every goddamn time. So
Probably-
frustrating.
Probably exactly what it is.
We can definitely make it after lap 35.
If you really made 12, you could make it in, what, 2-3 laps?
My tires are feeling good, so I want to try and go as long as I can.
Are you in traffic?
Yeah, and I'm running 31.1.
That fast or slow?
I was behind Phil Clark. I just passed him.
If you're not in traffic, stay out if you feel like you're still fast. I wish the pit window was open so I could duck into the pits already to get out of this fucking traffic jam.
Yeah, if it was, I'm sure everybody would be trying to do the same thing, and then you have traffic.
And I would stay out. Oh fuck, then I would go in the grass.
I just got the 5 to go.
Damn, I lost so much time doing that.
I use your tires up to catch up. Pit when you get a chance.
This car's in front of me on 34. I'm gonna pit. Back behind Husby again.
End him.
That was my first incident of this half of the race, was that off right there too. I had 14 in the first half.
Hitting this lap.
That's gonna be close. Gonna be close.
Strategy.
I think that's one lap too early, personally. I thought about it for a second, but I don't think the window is really open yet. I think next lap the window will open.
I'm gonna go with 34.
Almost followed Husby right off the
There's
track.
a corner there, bud.
No, it's my tires.
Exiting.
Oh, Patrick and Jim just wrecked in the hairpin.
Bad?
Well, neither, but they both kept going, but Jim lost 2 or 3 spots, maybe 4.
Do we have contact right there?
And I almost just followed Husby right off the track again.
Sucker.
Yeah,
If Husby pits this lap,
he made a top 10 goal.
yeah, he did.
He's
Well,
off
actually, I
track.
think he
He's
was
still off track.
Maybe he's
Spun
mad.
out again.
Tucker just went straight off the track.
Gotta get a P. Top 15.
I feel like I don't want to take tires, but that's definitely the wrong decision.
Look at this coming lap.
Damn, I'm just gonna come out and track too. That fucked me up. Maybe. Thanks, Jeff.
Heading in, heading in.
Yo, same.
Julian, we're probably all pitting in here, so.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Thanks, Jeff.
Ping out.
God damn it, Phil stayed out again.
Oh my god. Almost immediately drove off. I forgot about cold tires.
Oh, Brett did it. Brett went straight in turn 2.
I was on freshies pretty bad.
Just gotta be careful the first lap.
Sorry, Tony, I had nowhere to go.
Oh. Hey,
you didn't COVID in there too?
Got one on your right.
Sorry, I saw an opportunity. It is hard to pass.
Leave it to him.
Clear on the right.
Yeah, I think they're all going pretty good still.
The leader is hitting now.
Pitting.
This lost me so much goddamn time.
Warren?
Crashed me. Yeah, he like parked it, and then decided he was gonna let me go, and then I went to his inside, and then he started to pinch me. I almost crashed, and Julian like tried to avoid the whole situation and almost rear-ended him. And then he wouldn't let Julian go.
Exiting pits.
I'm gonna call the undercut an early success if I can keep it on the track.
Go ahead.
Go, my friend.
How much fuel does it say you need to the end, Jacob?
Hold on. 6, 7. In that range.
Alright, so I'm just good then.
64 pitting out.
I don't know for sure because my dash isn't working, so I have something else up.
I got
all
7.
That gives me based on my best, my last 2 and my best. Oh, my worst. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
I got 7 right now.
I'm showing that I need 7 for my last 2. I need 6.7. My worst lap, I need 7.2 from here.
I have 7 on the dot across the line. I just ran my fastest lap of the race again.
If you can go in the fuel save for a lap or 2, you might get beat for sure. But based on my numbers, my usage numbers, in the last 2, you can you'll be close. Whole fucking field pitted on the same lap I did. I'm still not gonna sort of make it.
Okay, you guys can all run out. I'll take the record.
Thank God you telegraphed that.
You went an extra
One
lap.
extra lap. Yep.
Then who? Then Jordan?
Whatever lap Dave pitted on was the same one that I pit on. 35.
Okay,
34.
yeah, that's when I pitted. I pitted on 35, I think.
And Patrick is fast. Probably gonna pass me back.
Thank you, Brody.
Top 15 as possible for me.
I've always been used less fuel than most of CORT, and I hope that sticks true today. Oh, I got scared and I downshifted.
Jeff just pitted.
Chief, pit stop, fuel to the end. He changed it to 0 gallons, so I'm thinking that he thinks I can make it.
We're in a world where it's close, but I think it should be fine.
He changed it to add 2 liters, which converts to 0 gallons apparently.
Okay, that's something. Hey, do you do it in metric?
No, but the crew chief goes on metric.
Yeah.
Patrick's definitely faster than me. Probably because he's got 2 lap freshen tires.
I'm showing 5.6 in my worst right now. Big to
I'm gonna have like 5.5 at the line.
Now Tucker is at least 2 more seconds faster, so I let him go, hoping to catch somebody in the cross. Maybe I can follow his line faster.
Oh, Patrick sent it into turn 2. But he needed to, though.
Like he's off track.
You can wait till the front stretch, I'll let you go.
Excuse me.
Okay. Didn't even get anywhere close to it before the front stretch. Still not close to it. Thank you, Jeff.
I'm not even finished second. I probably won't even get top 5 now.
Did you not fill it up or something?
I did.
I still think we're really, really close. You pit it 1 lap before us, so I don't understand.
I wasn't gonna make it.
I know.
Man, Brett finally got past Husby and he just ate my lead by like a second and a half.
I don't think we're only going to the good. I didn't think we were.
My fastest lap in the grade.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, 130. Holy shit.
Yo,
139. Do letting Tucker by would be a good idea.
Brett is like mega fast.
Brett?
Yeah. He probably just ran 29 that lap. Cause he almost gained on me 2 seconds and I ran at 31.
Oh, thank you. You didn't tell me yesterday, so you heard me complain. Now you tell me. Thank you.
Me?
yesterday my crew chief didn't tell me that I was good to finish.
You said it?
Yeah, but I'm still not confident.
Chief, how much to end? He says I need 0.3 gallons to get to the end.
Like more?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the number at the line.
I just got
Oh, I
5
got
to go. You guys have already had that, right?
I did not get the 5-lap warning yet.
I got the 5-lap.
I have
we
3.5
need 3-2
gallons
at
in
the
the
line.
tank.
You haven't
We
got
started
it.
to cut that coastal roadie.
In my worst case is 3-2 at the line.
You're good.
Fuck,
The
why
order.
I always run my best laps. Okay.
Lifting coast down into 1, that's a big one.
Turn it up.
Yeah, I mean you could, but I don't know.
Clutch it. I turned it off a couple times.
I mean, for me, I think for 0.3 enough to just lift. I have a big gap back to Husby now. Get a top 10.
Second one? This season, right?
Yes, first since Daytona, if I can hold on. I'm also shifting really late in the rev range, like really low revs.
Really do hope so. Not you guys.
And it's gonna be close with some of these guys, I guess.
Tony should. Did Tony pit again yet? Or?
No, he disconnected. He must have wrecked.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because he was never gonna make it. That's what I thought when he pitted on that lap. I was like, no way. I knew the lap that I pitted on was gonna be really close, but I did it anyway because I needed to undercut.
Hit it on 19 or something?
I pitted on 33.
Holy shit.
Thanks for letting one of us go.
You're welcome.
I think B-Ward didn't make a field save. Oh, he just won.
Turn.
2. I
He's
think
gonna get a top 15 if he doesn't mess it up.
So, Julian, exactly how close on fuel are you?
No
Please
answer.
chat around me, please.
Thank you, Jeff.
Where are you on track, Johnny?
Turn 1. Turn 2.
Great.
we're on 2 to go, right?
I hope so.
3 to go. Yeah, 2 to go.
As long as I don't wreck, I will finish.
I have 2.9 estimated at the line. I have 2 gallons exactly at the line. Chief, how much to end? He said 0.1 gallon.
Coming on white flag now, right, Johnny?
No,
Stand
no,
by.
no, no. He's gonna take white flag next time by.
I'm like half a lap from you right now. This is fucking close.
Erickson just ran me out of the way.
Yeah, of course he did. He tried doing that to me too when I was behind you. Just dumped me down the front stretch.
Tucker make a good.
I just realized why I got such bad fuel mileage. In second gear in the final corner.
There you go. I'm in second gear in the penultimate, and then I'm in the final corner.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before. Now I'm not. I don't know why.
Worried about turning?
I don't know, maybe.
I got one. How much fuel are you using per lap?
Don't know. I was in practice. I went like 0.7.
I got 1.2, so I might fucking sputter on this lap, maybe.
Take it, I owe you this anyway.
Okay, maybe I'm a lap to the good. I'm not sure. I'm really confused. So I happen to use other software. Fuel numbers.
I had 1.2 at the line, so hopefully I have enough.
I'm good. You should have messed up.
I felt bad about punting Jim until Patrick wrecked him worse.
Microphone muted.
Woo! Yeah, baby! Phillip Islands, whip!
Microphone activated.
Did Julian make it?
I made it. I'm just fucking mad. I'm running out right now.
But no, seriously, how close were you two guys?
Oh my god.
Good race, Julian.
But might not have enough.
Kudos on the fuel conservation.
Jordan, too. Sorry to
That's
go be in
incredible,
there one.
Julian.
I did not like how Jordan
Nah,
passed me.
it's all good. I gotta go apologize to Tony. I fucked his race up pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He dove in really super late, and then he fucking just pushed
did
me
he-
out on exit.
Wait, did he just fuck
Only I
Tony's
could
race
get
too?
one more spot.
Hey, he said he fucked Tony's race up. He has to apologize.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought I heard. Okay, yeah, so that sounds about right. He's
I had
very
to
aggressive.
pit on
Very peak.
the
Guys, I did it
the
P14.
one to go just to make it.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not as impressive as what they just did.
Yeah, that was crazy how long they stretched it. That's pretty good.
I finished with a extra lap for one instead of being one lap shy, so I'll take it. I think I was in fifth whenever I did it, so I only lost one spot.
Congrats on sweeping
Good
Australia.
win,
Lead
Johnny.
Checker.
3 for 3.
Hey,
You
you
done.
guys-
He doesn't win all the time or anything.
Thank you.
Good one, Eckert.
Thank you.
I just want to point out that I pit on the same lap as Julian, and I had the half a gallon in the tank at the line.
Because you were slow, dude.
I gained 13.
Fucking got him.
I wasn't that slow.
Sorry, Joe.
Really got the Melbourne victory on the car.
He just dove it in at the last fucking second. If I'd have turned in, I wasn't watching the game. And then he pushed out on the exit and just pushed me out.
Yeah, that sucks. Somebody's in the pit stall backwards. No problem.
What lap was that, Julian?
44. I just apologized on PM.
I just roged the car up. Damn it. You're gonna take this back home.
Well, you shouldn't
Oh, yeah.
talk about that, you dumb dick.
Wow, wow. Oh god, my knees are fucked.
What happened?
The racing car is in there somewhere.
Oh, he clipped the fucking grass.
Who?
Tucker.
I pit on
33.
No, 34.
I pit on the end of 30.
Yeah, on the end of
Oh, okay.
33. Yeah, that's when I pitted too.
I think I pitted on
And
the
you
end of
didn't make it?
34.
No, I did. I had half a gallon in the tank still. I knew it was gonna be close, but that was the only reason why I got top 10.
Which one is it?
If I didn't pit on 33, I
God.
think I would have been stuck behind Husby.
Dave was one spot short of getting his first top 10.
Dave
In
had a good
ages.
race. He was fast.
Yeah, I think if I didn't pit on 33
Oh,
there,
I
I
broke
don't
it.
think I would have gotten the top 10.
It's a good track for these guys, though. It was fun.
Yeah, I was actually surprised because in practice I was like, I was questioning everything, but fun car, fun track. Now, if only we had the type of power that it felt like we had today everywhere else. Just
I think
saying.
we felt like we had more fucking downforce on this thing than we did the V8.
Yeah, it's weird. Very,
We were
very
just hauling ass through turn 1 here. And through the kink.
I thought it raced better than the V8, to be honest.
But the V8's got the closed diff too, so you're getting more power to that inside tire.
I don't know about a racing better than the V8. The V8 felt good. You can make outside passes in that weird carousel corner. Not carousel, but like whatever the fuck it is, the bank corner. It's a weird corner.
Turn 2?
No.
Siberia?
The bank corner.
Siberia, probably.
I guess it's Siberia.
After the hairpin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
Freaking Taylor finished 4th. I can't believe that.
If I didn't have, I think if I didn't have such a bad first half, I
Your
could have came
channel
away
was
with the
edited.
top 5.
Alright, let me go look back at those moments.
I realized something stupid I did was I lowered, or I put a rear brake into it by accident. So I adjusted that in the middle of the race, and it kind of made a bit of a difference, but it was too little too late.
I was debating doing that, like, I noticed in practice I did a full run. I did a couple of runs, but the one that I went from the start to the end of, like till I ran out, it just seemed to get really, 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 really tight going into the turn 1 in particular. Like it just didn't want to turn anymore. So I just dropped the brake bias all the way. Well, dropped it all the way. I mean, I put it down like a percentage or two, and just left it there for the start of the race and decided I was going to take the chances early on to make sure that I didn't have any weird moments late in the run. Man, that was a really...
It felt long as fuck.
It did feel like a very long race.
All the cup road courses do, because we make them like 40 some odd laps.
That was a very aggressive move. It wasn't even like close to...
One that he made on me, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even close to like being there.
Like if I had actually started making my corner entry, we'd have been done. I'd have been done at least.
Yeah, I had 14 incidents in the first half and 1 incident in the second half.
At least the CORT picture should be pretty good.
Oh my gosh, okay. That explains a lot. Splitter was hitting going into the first hairpin, like that left-hander, a slight kink or whatever you want to call it, before going into the braking zone. My right front
Hard
was,
braking zone?
yeah, my right front was dragging before I even got there.
User joined your channel.
And that's why I locked up every once in a while going in there.
Hello.
Hello.
Good win. Nice job.
Good job, bud. Good job. Good job, dude.
Good race. Yeah,
I don't
look
know
at
if
that.
Jim is mad at me, because I'm not sure how he feels about that accident.
What lap was it?
33, going into the hard right-hander, like, would you call it turn 3, maybe?
33, he says.
Watch it from turn 1 on.
I can see it.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened. I was just behind it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, first of all, that was the one thing that was plaguing him in practice, too, was that turn 1. Yeah.
Like, since after the restart, I followed him the entire time, and he would mess up his corners. I just never got close enough. And 2 or 3 times, I had my nose in there, and he chopped me, and I backed out. But I was fully alongside of him, and kind of dinged him out of the way once I was alongside of him. I don't think he did that on purpose. Though. I think he might have just messed up the braking point, which you'll see here in a second.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to maybe take his chance while he had it, while you were still within range, to try to get position back, and absolutely just barely overshot the corner. That was the braking zone on Monday, where he stopped. That's pretty much where he hit the brakes is exactly where you want it to be in the V8, but not so much in the Cup car.
I think that's
You had to be really good to break it at that spot in the Cup car.
Yeah,
I don't think I did. So
it was the first
category, I guess.
Road race I think I've ever run in court where I didn't make a mistake, like in Cup, that is.
You did a good pass on me, man.
I only had like 2 incidents, so I'm actually hyped about that.
I had to pit on after lap 23, so it was the real one to go on that caution because I couldn't make it on fuel. So I went from being I think 4th or 5th back to 16th.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole fuel sequence was something else.
I got 1 lap led though after because I
So,
a lap after everybody else the first time.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, I didn't know what your fuel situation was. But I'm like you're gone. Like you had plenty of
16 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I think when I came out of the pits, it was like 20 to me, so there may have been. I think there was someone in front of me. But
F3
regardless,
was
you had
here.
plenty of time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to come in. Bean didn't change tires on the first pit stop, and he immediately went off in turn 2.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised.
I think Brett changed tires in the last stop, and he went off immediately in turn 2.
Oh yeah. So Bean came out right in front of me. He was behind me, and he came out in front of me, and then he was just off. And I think I got past. No, I had to wait behind him. I kind of bumped him once, and then I got past him. But it was so hard to pass.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
The only good braking point, or the only good passing zone, really, because you couldn't get enough of a run to get alongside somebody into turn 1.
Or
but the only other good spot to pass really was going into the hairpin, and that was hard to do because the corner before that was opposite hand, so it's like you'd have to go from inside outside to fucking make that pass.
Yo,
and the brakes were so early.
Yeah.
Sports team,
I was gonna do the Brisbane Bandits, but their logo sucked, and this one was much easier to do. So
yeah, I just threw the soccer, the Melbourne victory all over my car. This time around, it kind of worked out. I fucked it up last year when we came here in the K&N car. But I like the concept of like the Australian sponsors, but like the Australian sports teams is even cooler to me.
Yeah, that's like like I said, I wanted the Bandits won the championship, but the Perth is just easier for me to do.
I mean, it's a nice car, very nice car.
Thanks.
That logo, it's just like perfectly.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
Digital Apex Racing.
Yeah. That's a team that a dude in the Florida club started a long time ago, and me and Chad and Travis Ellington were on it. Or no, me and Chad were on it. Travis was.
Oh, that's who Travis Ellington. I'm like, he came from someone. Like,
Yeah,
I knew someone knew
came
him,
with
and-
me.
Nice.
And so did Chad.
Yeah, I knew about Chad.
Yo, Servon.
Turbo got 69 incidents.
He was
so
just doing
into-
donuts in that at the end of the long straightaway thing.
I know.
And the first time I thought it was you or Jordan because I saw a blue car. I was like, oh wait, no.
Hess
Yeah,
actually didn't lose any spots.
Oh yeah, he has the spot over long too. Yeah, Parham blew his engine up at road. Cody. I mean,
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
There was only Steve who did Alt F4 and then came back, and then
I on the restart. I think it
Watch
was
the
the
move
restart. Yeah.
Patrick made on me.
oh, okay, that's what I wanted to do.
Savon.
I forgot what it
What?
was. again.
Savon, I'm
Pete-
sorry, it was a joke.
You're P13. 10 points.
Yeah, you were flying at the end though. You were wicked quick.
Who? Me?
You.
I was
Oh,
pissed.
Tony
You
did
must,
it.
You must have been running 29.
Oh, Tony.
I was in fourth and I drove off and turned 2 laps in a row.
God, I don't want to be that guy, but when you're running a
sucks.
court for dummies car and then you drive up the only one of the embankments on this track, like it wasn't
Tucker did that.
intentional, obviously, but it makes for a great picture.
Were you running?
Tucker did
Were
it.
you running 29s at the end there?
I didn't look, to be honest.
You
I was
must have been.
trying really hard to catch Patrick.
You must have been.
I ran a 129.0 as my fastest lap, so obviously.
Mine was a 29.9, I think.
Mine was only a
Brett.
29.6 or something.
29.592, yeah. You were running, yeah, so after you pitted, I guess, you ran a 38, a 32, and then 4 or 5 straight laps of 29s, and then 30s.
Jim left the stream open the whole time just to come back to say bye.
Yeah, he's so stupid. Yeah,
I thought
that last
28.6
pit stop
from
ended
Jordan.
my race. I
Well, when you
like a
drove right off the
jackass
track.
after twice in a row, same corner.
I knew I needed to pit on that lap though, because there was no way I was gonna make up all those spots if I didn't get them.
Jim never said anything. He never said anything on his stream. That's what I was waiting for him to end it so I could go back and take a look. So
No, he didn't say anything.
About what? Savon, you almost killed me on lap 1.
when he hit me, going
Yeah, I
into
know.
the no, I'm talking about Jim.
You and
Brett-
Tony just fucking
hold on.
sent it.
Hold on, let Patrick talk first.
I was talking about when I finally got past Jim, and then we go down into that hard right-hand turn, and he nailed me.
Oh.
He never said anything about it in the race, and I went to look on his stream, just to see what he didn't really react then. So
What were
luckily
you
he didn't
talking
really
about
hurt me
lap
much.
1? Oh shit. Okay, I see what you're talking about. They go to the airport.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
look
knew
at my
everyone.
mirror
I
and
knew
see 2
everyone
cars
was gonna
just
break
coming in
early.
hot.
I even braked early.
This is so
and
funny.
Still, I had to
You
go
can
to
see me
lap.
kind of wiggle because I didn't know what to do.
Poor Brett's like, just clenched butthole, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
all
just
he got
looking at
in
my
that
mirror
moment.
going,
I was like,
It was like a
when
perfect
I
split.
when I got the 1X, I was like, all right, please don't spin. Please don't spin on the grass.
Yeah, if you would have spun out there, that would have been death for not only Brett, but probably like 5 other cars behind you. It's not like you can stop there.
And then I did the same thing, but I hit Jim. And then in the 2 corners later, Tucker pushed me into the grass.
Oh yeah, you dinged Tony going in. Is that the hairpin, or I thought the end part was the hairpin? Are there 2 hairpins?
It's kind of 2 hairpins.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I didn't hit Tony.
Oh yeah, I was looking at him and it looked like he dinked whenever you went past him. I don't know what.
Oh, Cerrone had a ton of front end damage from that.
Yeah, I
contact with
killed Jim. Oh well, Jim kind of got a little sideways before I hit him too, huh? But yeah, I definitely went.
Oh yeah, Jim was absolutely getting sideways because
Yeah, because Dylan was really slow. Dylan was really slow.
Yeah, he braked way too soon.
Well, he was just not that fast. And that was why on the restart I made like a semi-aggressive move into the hairpin to get past him because I knew I needed to be past him.
It was so hard to pass anybody, just damn near impossible. And I
was trying to get around Tony Jones
I
forever.
freaking
Oh,
I had
yeah.
one
Holding up the
opportunity
whole
on
train.
Julian and I took it and almost killed him. Well, at least
Wait,
that's what it felt like in the moment. But I look
Watch
back,
me
it
2
wasn't as
corners
close.
later when Tucker puts me in the grass.
2 quarters later. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh
stay
yeah.
on me. Just stay on me.
I remember hearing this. I was laughing.
I was like, sorry, Jim, and then like 10 seconds later, sorry, Serval.
Yeah, and then Jim's like, "Good job,
Jim's
Tucker."
like, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
What lap was that?
It's so
Like
2.
5. Oh, 2. Was it 2?
It was lap 2. This is how your race started. You rear-end Jim, and then immediately you get retribution from Tucker.
I had 14
Oh, yeah.
incidents. I had 14 incidents in the first half of this race.
Jesus.
I had one per
I had
half.
one incident in the second half of the race.
Hell, you almost killed Dylan.
I almost killed everybody.
You almost killed Dell.
That was my strongest point, was the brakes. I was fucking definitely, that was the only place I was good, was on the brake going into that hairpin.
Tucker definitely just pushed you off.
Yeah.
Oh
whatever.
man,
It's alright, I finished ahead of him, so that's all that matters.
my leg is like done now. Totally finished. So
Yeah, and then I was caught in this scrabble between fucking Husby and John Long. The most fucking 3 retards battle it out for 10th or whatever.
Jesus.
First of all, they were battling for 13, so.
Does that make it any better?
I mean, you rear-ended one of them, so what do you? Who you calling?
No, I
an
wasn't
idiot
talking
here?
about Jim. I wasn't talking about Jim.
Oh.
I was talking about me, Husby, and John Long. Because Jim drives off into the sunset, and then here comes B Ward. B Ward gets past him and drives into the sunset, and then it's me, John Long, and Husby, the 3 jackasses that drive like race each other for 13th for five laps or whatever. And we keep like driving off the track every like 2 laps.
What happened to Long?
I think he just quit.
I don't think he was good all night. If you don't know this track, you're not gonna figure it out quickly.
User
Yeah,
joined your channel.
Definitely a tricky one.
You almost ate
Hey,
shit.
Schmook.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh.
I ripped big ass into my microphone, but it got muted on the way down.
Yo, Servone.
I am disappointed.
You got intimidated.
Where?
By John Long on lap.
Oh yeah, I
going
did.
on
I
lap
drove into
6.
the grass.
Straight off, and then Long just like. You literally couldn't be separated.
See, that's what I'm saying. It was like we were like 3 jackasses that were just racing each other for no reason.
I mean, here's Taylor, B Ward.
They
and
all
then
just go by.
they just go by like nothing. Here comes Staller.
Yeah, well, Staller, I don't remember if Staller goes by.
No. He actually waited and let you all
right,
go.
well, I go through the middle, right? But then I think Staller comes back through because then John Long makes another mistake and I follow him off into the grass, and then Husby makes a mistake.
You didn't even.
Like, I'm not making it up. It's true.
There's so much going on here. It's so funny.
So, Turbo and Steve came out during pit stops. And they took the bike pit exit, and Brody followed them down the bike pit exit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think I saw
Steve was
that.
like, let's see where else I can get him to follow us, and they tried something else too.
They should have gone in the wrong pit lane entrance, like the left one. They used to not have cones there.
Yeah, no, I drive
I still
off
haven't
that
looked there.
corner.
Looked at that. So that actually used to be a pit road thing.
Yeah, when the track came out for the longest time, you had to take the whole thing.
What do you mean the whole thing?
The bike exit, not just.
Oh
coming out of
yeah,
any
but I'm
lane.
talking about the pit entry. Like, what is this old pit entry?
It's nothing. It just goes to the garage.
Yeah, it just goes to nowhere, and but there used to be no cones there, and I've seen guys just take that one because you can't see where it goes when you take it.
I don't remember what lap it was. when Turbo's like Servona's a menace, because me and Husby both go off in the hairpin and we bang wheels.
I
on
think
the
that
grass.
was when you knocked Jim out of the way and then Tucker knocked you out of the way.
No,
I think
no,
that's when that was. wasn't it?
That was well after that. Because then Husby makes another big mistake, and then me and him are nose to tail again, and then we both go off in the hairpin. I mean, you don't have to watch all these. I'm just saying.
I'm just kind of following along what's going on here. Did Long really just quit, or did he crash?
Yeah, I think he pulled into the pits and just
no,
quits.
no. I think he barrel rolled out of existence and he just quit.
Now we gotta wait until next season for the next road course.
What was it? 35?
Monday.
Long.
I think that's
Right,
what
right there. Oh no.
User joined your channel.
Hello?
No,
Hello.
but see, I
Watch
like,
out, Savon's eating chips.
I made a pretzel. You
Hello, Jim.
Hello?
Cool.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Okay.
Are you mad at me for hitting you in the first, second lap?
No, I was never mad. They just jumped the mic before I got a chance to say anything.
What the
They
fuck
said,
does that have anything to do with it?
No, that's a good point. Buck Fubble.
Servone's first half of the race is funny.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
You and Husby hit each other, like throwing each other in the grass. You're like,
I'm trying to get back to the track. And
you're like two car lengths off the track, and the both of you just door each other. Like,
yeah. That is like the perfect summation of my first half of the race. Me and Husby are on the grass and fucking banging wheels.
God, this is funny.
The bastard tweet was right. I retweet that again.
What was the bastard tweet?
I mean,
It
you
was a
technically
picture
could.
of from Radioact where Matt DiBenedetto, and the caption says, "This is my worst nightmare, racing the damn six," and then the caption was, "When you have to race Husby and Court or whatever."
Oh shit.
I'm still holding on to personal resentment from Martinsville.
Are you still holding on personal resentment when I passed you?
Let me get it.
I don't
Dylan's
think so.
screenshot has
Okay.
you in the other old car.
Yeah, I
Servone.
saw that too. I was like, why does this happen?
I didn't
That's the
realize
first
that
lap
we
when he almost
touched
killed us all.
the second time. I
Parham's
knew we
still
touched
alive
when
in
we were
that
side by side, but I
picture.
didn't realize I just like tracked out and bumped you out of the way.
There you go, Jim.
I
What
think
happened to Parham?
What are you laughing at now?
The tweet.
I think we couldn't get
Bastard
off of
tweet.
each other once we got onto each other.
Oh.
That's what she
I,
said.
So
there were
glad
a
I'm
couple
social
times
media
I
for that.
tried to get past you, and I saw my chance, and I just had to go for it.
Jim, click the tweet.
If I have to click a tweet one more fucking time.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Tweet your click.
Too late.
Well,
I
he
already
has a
shot.
scope, dude.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I got a bird's eye view into New York City from here, Servone. Watch your fucking mouth.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Says man who gets shot.
Quote from Man Stabbed. What are you gonna do? Stab me?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna end this stream.
Sound microphone
Okay,
muted.
thank you for watching Court International Week or Court International Series Week or whatever it's called. Great time, lots of laps, lots of Phillip Island. Very tired of Phillip Island at this point, but it is what it is. Tomorrow will probably be some official racing, official road racing, maybe official oval. I don't know. We'll see what's happening. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out this week in Court and Court affiliates. Appreciate it, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.